Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to another vlog. As you can see, it's snowing. We've actually had some really heavy snow over the last 3 days. It cleared up over the night, and because it just rained, and that helped a lot. But it is snowing again this morning. It is forecast to stop fairly soon, so I will probably get some stuff done today. I want to go clear up that field, to be honest, over there where we're going to put the other shed. I just haven't been able to get to that yet just because of the snow. So it's not ideal, but we'll hopefully get to do that today. I'm going to just give the snow a little bit of time to run its course. Hopefully it doesn't take too long and the sun's out and it doesn't actually settle. Then we can actually get to work. So I'll see you guys when the snow's done. All right, it literally snowed the entire morning. Not quite hard enough or, yeah, strong enough or hard enough, whatever you want to call it, to actually settle. So that's good. I'm really happy about that. It just, yeah, and I gave it about an hour for the snow to melt. So the ground's a little bit soft and a bit muddy, but it's not the end of the world. So I'm just going to actually start this and then have that warm up because it is very, very cold. It is literally, I've got gloves on and everything. It is absolutely freezing. So the plan is to try and use the weeder first. I feel like the weeder will take most of the grass and stuff away. And then if we really need to, I don't know, we'll get like a bush cutter or something. I don't really want to be spending more money, leasing stuff. But if we need to, then we need to, and then that's just the way it is. Then that's fine, we'll do that. But I'm kind of hoping we don't have to, and just get it done as is. So, very happy that we got everything under the sheds before it started snowing, because, it's just better. Protecting our equipment. So, yeah, these sheds are so good. So good. Right, I'm gonna go sit in the actually, the tractor should be okay for now. It had, like 2 or 3 minutes now to run, to warm up. It should be okay. I just want to quickly have a check here. Just run over everything, just make sure everything's still okay. Because it's been so snowed in, I've literally not come out of the house, apart from when I really, really had to. And, you just want to make sure everything's still okay on the farm, everything's still here. Have a quick maybe look at the fields. It's been really, really cold, but they had enough time to germinate and grow to be strong enough to not have been affected by the cold too much. So, yeah, the crops should be okay. Especially the grass. I'm more worried about the wheat. Not really worried about it, but that's probably the thing that will get impacted mostly by the cold. Because it's just a softer or a more sensitive crop, more sensitive plant. But ultimately, all that will really get affected is the yield in the end. It might damage the crops a little bit, but ultimately, we don't care too much about how much wheat it actually produces. We just want the straw. So that shouldn't be affected too much. And we should be able to get quite a lot of straw. It still looks good. Every little bead, what do you call, blade, looks pretty good. So from what I've seen here, it looks pretty good. So I'm not too worried about it. It should be okay. And yeah, we'll see how much straw we get from that. I struggle to talk then. Right, let's jump in the tractor, move the plow away or the cultivator away, grab the weeder, and then we're gonna go run over that other field over there. I need to get that done so we can start getting the shed. Oh, excuse me. Hello? Okay, so we got some great news there. Chad just gave me a call and said that the trailer, the logging trailer, is available for lease again. It has actually been back about a week ago, but there was some minor damage to it that they just wanted to do some maintenance on, and therefore we can only get it back now. The previous farmer, apparently, or the farmer that leased it between us and now, apparently did some damage to it. So I don't know what he did. I don't know. It's not my problem really. They fixed it, and I don't know if the farmer had to pay anything like a fine or a fee or... Oh, why am I still... I can keep it on. It doesn't really matter that much. The plow or the cultivator. So yeah, that's obviously not ideal from their business perspective, but you know, and then obviously we had to wait for it as well, but it is what it is. Right, I think what I'm going to do is just clear this bit here, just a large area here, because we obviously don't need the whole thing cleared yet, because we're not going to put a shed down there or right now. What we might do eventually is have some silos built there. That would be pretty good, but we're going to see how that works and if that actually is viable for the future. So let's see if this actually... I don't think it'll remove the bushes. No, it doesn't remove the bushes, but that's okay. That's okay. We just need the grass cleared a little bit. I'll go lease a bushwhacker or whatever you call them, and get the bushes removed as well. I'm just gonna go nice and round, just get it, or get all the grass cleared up, taken up by the weeder. And it would be a good idea to cut this, but ultimately it's probably not going to give us a lot anyway, so don't know if it's really worth spending the time doing that. You know, it's just, let's just get rid of it. Let's get the shed in and carry on with our plan for the farm. So yeah, I mean, this should be pretty quick. It should be large enough, this bit here. They did say go a little bit larger than the actual shed is. Just because obviously concrete and all that stuff needs to be put down, but yeah, this should be pretty good. And yeah, this is a pretty large area that I just opened up. There's still a little bit of grass that I missed here and there, which I'll quickly hit. Over here, there's a bit of a strip here. And got all of that. Great. Let's just make sure this... I mean, it doesn't have to be a straight line. The shad's not going to go all the way against the trees. And it's like... It doesn't have to be perfect. This is literally just for them to be able to actually install the shed or build the shed. So, yeah, it shouldn't be too much of a problem. That should be folding up now. It is folding up. Right, let's go grab the... Well, we're going to have to go get a bushwhacker of some sort. And maybe we can grab that and lease the log trailer thingamajig all in one go. I mean, the log trailer can go on the back. I feel like we should be able to get a bushwhacker on top. I don't know if you call it a bushwhacker. I grew up in South Africa and we kind of call it a bushwhacker. So... yeah, probably we also call it a weed whacker, but that's besides the point. Right, this should be good right there. And then quickly turn around, put the plow in. Like that's good. Good, righto, let's go grab what we need. Right, and once we've got the field clear, I want to try and get that done first before we start worrying about the logging too much, or the logs. I want to get that done, and then don't know if we'll be able to get much done today. It is quite late in the afternoon already. Maybe be able to do one load of logs. Maybe. I'm not going to film it. I'm just going to... because when I film it, I have to control the drone and the crane. It just takes too long. So I'll film the journey and all that stuff. Like, I'll turn my GoPro on. But the drone, you know, out there, while I'm trying to maintain, man the crane, it's just... it's too much. So it slows the job down by, like, double the time. As in, it makes it significantly slower. So... I'm actually just going to go across. I haven't spoken to them yet. I'm going to have to go inside, have a chat to Chad, and actually see what they've got. So the logging thing, the trailer won't be out here. But I'm gonna actually just stop nice and close. Just here should be fine for now. Right, I'm gonna quickly jump inside, have a quick as possible chat with Chad, and then at least what we need to, and then I'll speak to you guys in a sec. Alright, so that was just under $3,000 for the logging trailer and a mulcher. Now, the mulcher apparently removes stumps as well. So what I might end up doing today, because we've only got an hour and 15 minutes before the sawmill actually closes. So what I might end up doing today, ooh, I'll have to turn around the other way, is do the stump grinding, get all that done, and do the mulching, so remove all the bushes. I've never used this equipment, so I have no idea what it's going to be like. That's going to be interesting to figure that out. But yeah, do that, and then when, you know, and then load a trailer of wood, but I'll only be able to take that tomorrow morning. So yeah, we'll have to wait for that then. I want to get the mulching done for the bushes, so we can give the shed company a call so that they can start doing that, start getting everything ready, start shipping, and, you know, get everything ready so we can actually get the shed built so that we can move the implements. Ooh, another car there. There we go. And, you know, so we can keep moving, so we can maintain momentum. The snow has been a little bit annoying as it slowed us down quite a lot. You know, 3 days where I couldn't do anything. No one could do anything. So it wasn't just me, I know that, but, and it's not like it's a competition, but I want to get moving. I want to get the cows. We've been here for a couple of months now and still no cows. We have moved forward, I get it, but just slower than I'd hoped, if I'm completely honest. And to be honest, we probably won't have cows for another couple of months either. Because we have to have, I want to have enough grass so that I know we can actually feed the cows and, you know, raise the cows. What we feed them at the start is not as important as what we feed them when they start lactating and milk, and we actually start milking them. But it still is, you know, quite important. We still want to feed them at least enough, not necessarily bothered about what, but we have to feed them enough, and we have to have enough for that. You know, we don't want go a couple of days without any food, and we also don't necessarily want to be buying food, you know. So we can do that if we absolutely need to. We can buy food, but I don't really want to do that. Right, I'm gonna stop here, park the drop the trailer off here now, and then I'm gonna turn this around and quickly figure out how this thing works. I'll probably, where's that stop? There it is. I'll probably do this off camera just because it might be a bit embarrassing and might take a while. So yeah, I'm gonna get this done. I'm gonna do the job, but I'm just gonna spend a quick couple of minutes trying to figure this out, and then I'll be back. I've actually figured it out. It's actually pretty straightforward. You literally turn it on, lower it. It does a little bit of, not damage, but it does move the ground a little bit just because it's quite low, and it literally just grinds everything into bits. So I figured out putting it on the front is a little bit easier because I can actually steer it pretty normally, and you know, it's easier to control, especially when we get to the stumps. I haven't done any of the stumps yet. I don't know if that's any different from this, but I don't foresee it being any different. I think it's probably going to be pretty much the same. I missed a couple of spots with the grass, but that's not the end of the world. So we'll go around here. The bushes are fairly in straight lines, so it's actually fairly easy to do. But I'll show you the ground. Actually, you'll see the ground in front there. You can see it already. It kind of does like it's almost cultivating the ground. It's not near deep enough, but it's, you know, it's grinding the roots as well, rather than just, and you can see it's actually pulling up a couple of stones and stuff as well, which is fine. Like, we don't care about it for here, and we don't really care about it for the other side either, because the other side will be cultivated and plowed, probably plowed, and, you know, because that will be a field. and this bit will just be a shed. So the construction company or who the shed builders will come in and, you know, they'll do what they need to the ground and get it ready for the shed. So this ground looking like this shouldn't actually be a problem. So yeah, I mean, it doesn't look great and it looks a bit weird. It looks like a massive snail walked on the ground. So yeah, I mean, it slows down the tractor quite a lot because it is, one, it's in the ground, as in it's going into the ground as it's working, and then also it's taking quite a lot of power. Like you can feel as soon as you put the tractor on, it just goes, or as soon as you turn it on, it just goes, just drains all the power from the tractor, which is pretty intense. But luckily we've got a strong tractor. I have been looking around. There has been a couple of sales. There was actually a really good Fendt up for sale a couple of days ago on like one of Clever Motors' deals. They constantly have like deals on tractors and stuff when new models comes out and all that stuff. It was a really good deal, 58% off, but it was still $100 and something thousand, which we just don't. We have the money, like we could buy that, but then we wouldn't have enough money for cows and for whatever we might need, you know, elsewhere or otherwise for the cows. So yeah, it would have been stupid to buy that, in my opinion, which is why I didn't buy it. Right, we're almost done with this bit. I mean, the tiny little clumps of grass is not the end of the world. Actually, does this remove the grass? I don't think it does, but it's not the end of the world having that there, because, you know, they are going to do their own thing here. They just don't want to clean up. They just don't necessarily want to be, you know, burying stuff out of the area because it's, you know, covered in grass, etc. So yeah, that's the area done. That's the whole area done. There's a couple of clumps of grass, all that, but it's clean. It's ready to go for them to do, you know, what they need to do. Right, so let's test this on a stump. I feel like I literally just went over the stump. Did that actually remove it? Oh, wow. This thing's amazing. Wowee. Okay, so yeah, this thing's pretty intense. Right, so I'm going to get all of these stumps done. I could probably get the drone up for this. Yeah, let's get the drone up for this, because this should be pretty easy to maintain. It's literally just turning off, on and lowering it. I'm going to have to go get the drone, though. But yeah, I'll get the drone up for this, and then once we're done with that, we'll start loading. Actually, I'll probably load the logs off camera, and then just let you guys see it when we're done with the first trailer anyway. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I keep the drone up. Maybe the girlfriend comes back from work and she's up to maybe controlling the drone for me. I don't know. She normally doesn't like to do that, but yeah. Right. I'll see you guys in a sec.
I couldn't wait to move. I had so much to prove. It was all I could do to get away. But now that I'm here, I'm filled with fear. In the mirror when I look at my face, I couldn't wait to move. I had so much to prove. It was all I could do to get away. And now that I'm here, I'm filled with fear. In the mirror when I look at my face, all I see is an empty heart and broken dreams.
All right, that is now done. I've had a quick drive through all of the bushes, and it seems like we got them all. So, job done on the mulching anyway, which is, and obviously the stump grinding, which is really cool. That's, you know, one of the things we needed to do done. Actually, we've done quite a lot today, considering the fact that we've only had pretty much a half day's worth of time to work, you know, we cleared that out. We got this back. We cleared all the stumps. I mean, yeah, pretty happy with that. I'm now going to spend some time loading all of this up. It shouldn't take too long if I don't do the drone. So I'll get this done and I'll literally see you in, for you guys, it'll be like immediately. For me, probably about an hour, maybe 45 minutes, depending on how many I get on. Right, so I'll see you guys in a little bit. And that is all done. I took a little bit of a risk and loaded it a little bit heavier than I've done before. I've got 3 full trees on here, which is a lot of wood. I can feel like the tractor is pulling strong. Like, again, this is a freaking amazing tractor, but I can feel the weight of the trailer more than I've done before. So yeah, actually this is pretty cool. You guys will be able to see the yard in its evening glory, I guess, which is pretty cool. I'm probably just gonna park this right here because tomorrow morning, first thing, I'll be taking this to the sawmill, getting that sold, which should get us pretty close to 80,000 again. I think it's massive. Like, it's a big load. Like, that's a full 3 trees. I think this is the first time we've done 3 full trees. So yeah, it's you can see the 3 really thick logs. Obviously trees differ in size, so you know, you could get 3 full trees and then not be this heavy, but this is heavy. This is definitely one of the bigger loads we've done so far. I don't know if we'll get necessarily a lot of money from it, because I don't know what the price actually is in December and all that stuff, but although thinking about it, it should be pretty high. It's winter, it's cold, and you know, people will be burning a lot more wood than normal. So yeah, I think it's good. Right, as you can see, it looks beautiful, isn't it? It's just such nice sheds. They just look so good. The yard is just so nice in at night with these little lights. They're a little bit too close to the road. If I were whoever installed this, I probably would have maybe put them a little bit further away, but it's alright. It's workable. It's just a little bit narrow. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna call it a night. It's been a long day. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please smash the like button. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great one, and I'll see you all in the next vlog. See ya.